Yeah, welcome to my small channel, people. I think that it's time for me to stop writing scripts. Because when I write scripts, I sound pretty monotonous. And overall, with my latest realizations, I think that I will go even further into traditional art. Just because, I'd like to say that I'm a Luddite, but to be honest, I think that AI companies, they kind of exploit our fear of missing out. And the people who adopt this technology really fast, they really think that if they don't start using this technology, or at least get experience with it, that they will be left out in this capitalist reality. And honestly, I think that we are all literally being tricked. Those who don't like AI, those who like AI, those who look to a positive future with AI, without it. I think we all share kind of the same emotion, which is mostly fear. So, yeah, I've decided that from now on, I will record my rambles without scripts, just because, yeah, when writing scripts, I'm pretty fucking good at writing. Because I have hyperlexia, I'm pretty fast at learning languages because of my reading skills, and because of that my writing skills are actually pretty good, but I'm still too shy to show anyone my song lyrics. Okay, so let's get to just painting, because there is a painting. Actually, I just wanted, I always try to recreate one of the vibes of one of my artworks that I really like, because I used to think that I have no style, but after I've done something that really surprised me, because it's not like it required a lot of technical skill, although I learned a lot. I'm still not on a professional level in terms of skills, but maybe I'm becoming highly specialized in being an obscure artist. Like, I'm the kind of person, when you stumble upon their page, people just say, oh, whoa, I found an obscure artist. Wanna see? I don't know how long will I stay obscure. Might be till the end of my life, so why don't do anything better with it? Maybe share with people my finally authentic self, because, yeah, reading from a paper and it's pretty fucking cool, I would say. But any text, it just kind of removes a level of human interaction, a performative element also. And yeah, even talking to the camera, although it's much easier for me to talk to other people, I think I can kind of put writing to a better use, and write for lyrics, write for something else I don't want to finish right now, but I have to do. And maybe I will practice thinking on the go more, just because right now it's completely unscripted. You're going to see me fail. I already failed one time, but Probably I will not cut it out, because I'm too fucking tired of this perfectionism, and I am a really perfectionist person, because, we had an integration seminar today. I'm pretty glad that they didn't try to make new recruiters out of us, and they just we're just passing some tests for ourselves, about our psychology and other shit. There's 2 parts of it: German language and the coaching part. I really enjoy our coaching part and the coach. The German guy who teaches us German language, he has a yacht, and he decided to cross the Atlantic, and there were supposed to be 2 lessons by him this week, but nobody hears anything about him. So yeah, I can't say I want a person with an expensive yacht to cross the Atlantic successfully, but it's we all care about different things, and for me, I just realized, actually a long time ago, that I don't really give a shit about the money, because if I have to literally starve my soul, if I have to remove the final bits of my dignity to succumb to the capitalist machine, I might just kill myself, as a lot of people say, because disability is kind of really fucking stigmatized. And the thing is that, I have a nice way with words. That's why my autism was missed at the time. And also, because my parents are fucking assholes, yeah. It's I've forgiven them logically, but I don't think I will ever be able to forgive them on an emotional level, because, I'm pretty much like this forever, I guess. So it's not like I can choose new hardware, and it's not like they chose to be like that, so yeah, it's more of an emotional thing. A lot of people, by the way, are kinda getting concerned with what I paint, and I don't know, I will tell people who are concerned for me that, guys, your concerns are valid. I'm a pretty entropic being, I would say. So yeah, your concerns are valid. Just don't try to help me. I can help myself just fine. Because the longer I live, actually, in this test, I kind of realized that I push myself a little bit too hard, and that's the problem, because it's kind of like a problem of speed and perfectionism, which was brought upon me by my upbringing, which is pretty fucking stupid, I would say, but it's not like I can change the hardware again. So I'm trying to work with whatever I have here, which for me it feels like it's often not enough. But I guess I'll manage. Let's see. While the job center looks for some dead-end job for me, I will just paint, play guitar and other stuff, do other stuff. Because it's not like I really even care anymore if I'm successful or not. And finally I realized that to be a little bit more free with talking to the camera and the microphone, the microphone is a bit too far away from me. I think it will do okay for now, but I will try some other placements maybe. So, forgot what I was talking about. I don't know if it's rock bottom or ascendance. Because over time I realized that free will is basically just an illusion. So it doesn't matter how fucking much I force myself, my amount of energy will always be diminished because I had COVID and some other stuff in my past, and the COVID actually gave me some really fucking hard consequences that are not really researched right now. And doctors often dismiss it. It's basically a kind of neuroinflammation. It's myalgic encephalomyelitis, MECFS, and chronic fatigue syndrome. And basically, whenever I overwork myself, and I do it pretty often, I just crash. Doctors theorize that the problem is actually caused by the body kind of being unable to convert chemicals into ATF on a cellular level. So basically, it's a systemic problem, which doesn't make it easier because it's very hard to diagnose. The doctors literally have to believe you in this case, and yeah, doctors don't trust me often because being diagnosed with BPD, which was actually CPTSD, kinda in Ukraine they give you this diagnosis when they don't understand what's happening to you, while in Germany they give it to the people who are hopeless. I mean, if the doctors gave up on them. Also, my family doctor, or Hausarzt, he just got me off of atomoxetine because in the instruction it is said to increase the dosage to 80 milligrams after like a week or so. So I increased it because the target dosage is 80 milligrams with atomoxetine. It's a non-stimulant medication for ADHD. Yeah, I was prescribed it by a Ukrainian psychiatrist, which is not as efficient as Ritalin or Adderall. But fine, it will go for now. I will have to visit a neurologist now because the thing is that me increasing the dosage was not in the jurisdiction of my doctor. And yeah, it's kind of It's a lot to do. It's a lot of gambling, basically. I don't know what will happen next. And it's hard not to be anxious about it. But honestly, my pretty much only belief that stayed with me is no matter how hard it was, it could always be harder. I couldn't say that it's an efficient mindset for everyone, because some people don't need such mental gymnastics to actually function, quote unquote, normally. And for some, like losing hopes and kind of how I would say it, I don't know. It's like I probably have talked already on my channel about toxic hopes in one of my videos. But for some people, hope is the last thing they have. And for some, in some scenarios, hopes can be useful. But in my case, like, I don't think there is a point to hope, because being a refugee and people like me, like autistic ADHD refugees, with like the shittiest genetics possible, which, I don't know, if my grandparents probably were some royalty and inbred too much, or I don't know what happened. Yeah, my body is not the most efficient machine, and it kind of also creates a problem that being on the edge of efficiency, which I am on all the time, so I'm basically, I am good at pretending that I'm really fucking efficient, and that I do a lot, but I became a pretty cool artist with nothing to fucking show for it. I don't know, really. I really don't know what will happen next. I'm sure I want to see what happens next, because like the last driver in my life is my curiosity. It's like literally everything that's left. And that's why I resonate so much with a game by a Finnish artist, Ville Kallio, which is called Cruelty Squad. I probably also mentioned it on my channel when I uploaded this interview about gender. And yeah, about the gender stuff, I would say I stopped caring about it, but I used to be, yeah, I'm trans, if somebody didn't know, yeah, pretty much like that. But I'm a pretty, I don't know, I would say a specific kind of trans person, which means I don't really want to be like feminine to 100%, and it causes confusion, and this confusion gives me gender, actually. I'm really hyped when somebody is really confused and asks me if I'm a boy or a girl. But overall, I think I dropped the labels as soon as I realized that identity is something that changes along with every dying cell in our body. So yeah, we're kind of like a sheep of Theseus, which is why gender stopped mattering to you. Yes, I will take hormone therapy because I like its effects. But I cannot say that I care about being a man or a woman. I fall into categories from femboy to tomboy, from twink to someone else. But if I say that I identify myself as a highly entropic being, that wouldn't be so far off from the truth. So, yeah, give me names, please. I need as much names as I could possibly get. And it's not me who gives me names. People will give it to me, just give them to me just fine. So I think that my brain kinda stopped for a second. I'm trying to make the texture of their mouth more interesting, and I don't know if I'm failing at that. But sure, moving paint around feels really nice. Yeah, the point is why I switched, why I wasn't bothered to learn digital art or AI is just because they take away the most important thing for me in art, which is basically the tactile response. As you can see, traditional painting, it kinda requires a lot of different combinations of pressure, of a speed at which you move the brush, of the wetness of the paint. And yeah, I'm insanely anarcho-primitivist about it. And I hope I'll be able to stay this way, because I realized if they put me onto some dead-end job, I will probably end up homeless and still be doing art. So yeah, it's a pretty heavy realization to get confronted with, because you know, when your skills don't really, I don't know, maybe it's also because I was sent to be an engineer, because in Ukraine there's kind of a national thing that they are obsessed about making a balanced build for a person. So if you're weak at something, they're gonna make you go to a school that is relevant to something you're weak at. So I have dyscalculia. I cannot learn math and couldn't learn it for all my life. My parents hired, I would say I'm privileged enough to survive. Yes, this is when I go into checking my privilege, because I sure have to sometimes. So they hired math teachers, and everyone tried to teach me math, and I was fed a diet of shame, basically, for wow, it all suddenly makes sense while I'm recording this video and talking to myself without anybody in the room. I kind of realized a lot of stuff about me. I guess it might help solve it, actually, because I know that we live in a world where there's nothing to be proud of and nothing to be ashamed of. Because, first of all, the place we were born in is not for us to choose. I don't know, maybe I skipped some character creation screen, but I don't know, if somebody has any experience, tell me if there is a character creation screen for life. Yeah. So we don't choose our genetical predispositions, which for me, I think could lie in linguistics or performance, because I'm a pretty performative person. And yeah, about the BPD diagnosis, how I got it. Basically, after I left my parents, and who they forced me to kind of hide every single one of my autistic behaviors. So that's pretty hard if someone's in my audience who is autistic is listening to this. I might be onto something, because as you can see, I cannot pull the study up right now, but it's a pretty common piece of information, is that women are diagnosed with borderline personality disorder more than men, and men are diagnosed with autism more than women. So, being a highly entropic being from the other dimension, from a place outside of our visible universe, I can say that fuck, I forgot what I was talking about. Okay, so they forced me to hide every single one of my autistic behaviors, and that led me to develop a personality which I think it was based on my cognitive perceptions of what people expect and what people like. I can be a quite likable person, and I just didn't realize how much of performative elements have I learned over the years of masking. Because with BPD there's a high degree of fragmentation of self. You basically don't know who the fuck you are. And probably BPD is often diagnosed in women because the society expects from a woman kind of different things, and yeah, basically it's probably because of social expectations, and my upbringing was pretty much, I guess, not really a boy, because I haven't seen my dad in like months, maybe half a year, and for 4 months he arrived, and then half a year, and also fuck your dad. I don't know if you're listening to it, to this, but yeah, I'm still pretty pissed at you. Yeah, that's going into the daddy issues territory. But overall, he too didn't choose to be like this. It's like his dad taught him some weird shit about humans, and then he internalized it, and then they tried to make me internalize it. It's a very fucking interesting chain of events, which I don't want to discuss right now. So yeah, basically I was basing my personality on probably characters I have seen, and this might have been an issue because maybe my completely unfiltered real self is not that appealing, because I really love to be alone. I really like to sit quietly. I really like to talk to people though, and tend to interrupt others, but that's because of ADHD. And well, at least most people who were in a relationship with me, they kind of say that, well, I make great jokes. And if that's the only redeeming quality about me, I'm fine with that. Also, I have discovered a funny little thing. I'm listening right now to this recorded 1 hour, maybe it's a loop, maybe it's a long recording, but it's literally campfire sounds from industrial music, like Skinny Puppy and other things. I'm just going completely back to Monkey, and this is where we come to our previous point about AI. I really believe that our brains haven't evolved for such a technology, and in general for technology, because evolution happens on much longer scales. It takes hundreds of thousands of years for something to change a little. So with all of our technological progress, we kind of still stay the monkeys who just pretend too much not to be monkeys, which is so fucking saddening. But I don't know, there's like a war in Ukraine that is about to spill over, I think, into global conflict, so I just hope that if I die, my death won't be too insufferable. So I need to do a little... I think I will give more details to this place and the wings of this guy, and I will try to obscure some detail by creating some texture where his tentacles or guts are out. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out how the fuck did I do such a cool painting before. Because I realized that learning a lot of fundamentals, it helps a lot. It really helps a lot. You can paint a lot more stuff, but after everything, I realized that the more I learn, the more I get burnt out, because I was pretty fucking obsessed with skill. I did draw a box in a week, and that's while having ADHD. It was pretty stupid. I was burnt out for like... yeah, I think I have a video for that. So... now I'm kind of... I don't know, I wouldn't say it's going back to basics, because abstraction is a pretty interesting domain of in itself, and to learn how to abstract or abstractly stylize maybe my paintings, it actually engages a lot of skills at the same time. It's like design theory and some anatomy, but you know, maybe I know what those paintings kind of remind me of. If you have read an art book about Disco-Elysium, you probably have read some lines where the artist told that if he cannot get a likeness, he just finishes the picture in an abstract way, and he doesn't recommend others to do so, but I guess maybe because I'm autistic and I don't want to say them like not like other girls, but it seems to really be the case. I'm sorry, guys. So I kind of had my own non-formal way of learning. It may lead me into an early grave because I won't have money and I'd be pretty much a hobo. But I think I'd make a fine and interesting hobo, don't you think so? Okay, I'm just going to kind of finish the painting, because I wanted to do some thumbnails, but I decided that if I don't finish a painting today, then how can I deserve to... I'm just fucking with you. I just really like to overexert myself, and I don't know, it's really hard when you have a passion for art, but your body kind of just refuses to listen to you. It doesn't even tell it anything. It feels like I have how those things are called. They look like something like this, and there's kg, so kilograms. I don't know what the fuck is a kilogram, but sure, it sounds like something deadly. So I feel basically like around 10 kilograms. Just gravity is stronger for me. So I weigh 10 kilograms more, and while having weak I don't know, weak feminine bones. Fuck. It sounds so fucking stupid. Okay. It feels like my mechanical parts just cannot do what I really ask of them. And also, I would say that if possible, if you had COVID and you're neurodivergent, please check yourself if you have MECFS symptoms, because if you're neurodivergent, then the probability of permanent damage from COVID is really, really high. And I don't know why. Maybe that's because in general there's more inflammation happening in the brain of neurodivergent individuals. But yeah, I would strongly advise to check yourself, because you might be literally dying slowly every day, but it depends on the day, on the kind of day, and not notice it. So yeah, and the fact that this condition, It was already kind of described by someone. It happens in some other viral infections. So it's not like it's something really, really new. But the COVID created a huge amount of people suffering from this condition, and I am one of them. And yeah, also that's probably why I have autoimmune systems, like autoimmune symptoms, like my animal allergy just became really painful. Because I brought my acoustic panels, like acoustic foam panels, and started hanging them, and sometimes there are small earthquakes here, where it's either an earthquake or a train passing by sometimes, and the dust fell from my panels, which were on the walls, and gave me some cat particles to safely land them on my head and pillows. So yeah, and I, along with the allergies and the cystitis, which for some reason, whenever I have a contact with an allergic particle, I have my cystitis flaring up, which also might be because of the long COVID complications. So yeah, it feels a little bit like Dark Souls to me, like everything that's happening around. Because yeah, some of my friends just cannot really even interact so much with their friends, and yeah, and it pretty much affects your stamina, and it doesn't really matter if it's mental stamina or physical. You will fall, you will crash, you will just not be able to do anything, or you probably will be able, because it depends on the severity of the case, and mine, I would say, is pretty mild. There are people who had it much worse than me, and yeah, just doing things inefficiently, as I'm doing it right now. I just feel that with each of my strokes, I'm kind of fucking up my painting a little bit, but yo, let's keep the perfectionism in its butt. Today, I am anti-perfectionist. Today I kill perfectionists. I come to their houses and literally ask people if they're perfectionists. I actually created my own small private military corporation, which hunts down perfectionists, because I don't practice what I preach. I think that every single person in this world who has oh fuck, I have no energy to be sarcastic and to explain my jokes today. So yeah, I might have gone too far, because I just realized how much explanation it might require if it fails. So, no funny joke for today, guys. I think that red, white, and black is not really enough. I think that there are some tentacles, or maybe it's the parts of his skin, that I should really connect together, because they don't look that good design-wise. And I'm very into design, but I think I have to get some rhythm going on from this place and circling back around. So something like that. So if I have some sort of rhythm here, I might be able to pull this artwork off, or rather pass it off as cool. But I would say it's already pretty fucking cool, because guys, I'm literally the best artist on YouTube. I have an 8-year gap in my resume, which is, I guess, concerning. But it means I made a lot of art, I worked on my art a lot, and yeah, my skill set is not really well rounded. But it's not like it was my choice to get specifically those skills. I just made the art. Well, I used to make art, which is the part of my mask. I used to make a lot of art which doesn't resonate with me anymore, and sometimes I even did it really well. But I think that if I do the kinds of artwork that I like to paint, that I enjoy to paint, well, at least my observations of what I make tell me that if I enjoy what I paint, my paintings look a hell of a lot cooler. So I am not gonna stop making those weird characters, I don't know, which look like they suffer, but could you tell if you have ever seen an alien if they suffer, or are they alright? Yeah. Their suffering might be your pleasure, and vice versa. So it's like, if we meet aliens, then their concepts and how they interact with them might be extremely different from ours. Like, numbers may mean colors to them, and I think there is a movie called The Arrival, which is pretty interesting. I wouldn't say it's my favorite movie, but it's one of the good ones I've watched. So yeah, it's about aliens and language. It's all theoretical, but I mean, it's all hypothetical, hypothetically possible. I think so, if we're not alone in this universe. And I really like science fiction. I the I don't know how to say it in an English. I don't know. Is it called transcription, or is it something trans but with sounds? Oh well, something trans but with sounds is literally me sitting in front of a microphone. Fuck, that's a long pause. That's because I forgot what I was talking about. Yeah, science fiction. All Tomorrows is also pretty interesting, but I wouldn't call it exactly science fiction. It's more of an evolutionary horror story, which is pretty cool. It kind of makes me think about what an AI could do to us. Actually, there's a graphical novel called Humanity Lost. It's specifically about people going to war with each other, as we usually do. I don't know. It feels kind of sad being a member of the same species as those who go to war and like it. And I think it's a double empathy problem, actually. I cannot empathize with them, they cannot empathize with me. So yeah, it feels pretty weird being a member of the same species. At least for the time being. Because when my highly entropic beings, my friends from outside the visible universe, come to visit us, they will upload my consciousness back into my chrome body, which is polished. It's just literally chrome. I'd really like you to see my real body, which is basically a huge geometric assembly which folds on itself. And I've seen some of my friends actually caught in a mall. People say it's a sculpture, but I can see it's one of my kind, and the guy suffers. So maybe someday I will release him from a mall. But in this case, if I go and save him, I might get deported to Ukraine and die earlier than my interplanetary friends arrive. So that would be pretty sad. It's really sad that there are a lot of things people with power took away from us, and keep pretending that it's okay to do so, like that it happens to everyone. Everyone has it hard, and yeah, it might devolve into an it's already an anarcho-primitivist trend to some extent, because fuck AI, fuck money. I no longer care about them, because over the period of my life, I never had a lot of money. I was born into kind of a middle-class family, which is now lower class in Ukraine, actually, because capitalism, I guess. And yeah, Ukraine is pretty much an example of unregulated capitalism. You can do everything by literally bribing people, and In Germany you cannot do that, but in Germany corruption also exists, and corruption in Germany happens through friends. You can mostly get by, get into companies and have money to live by having a lot of friends in Germany. And I was pretty lucky that I learned so much masking that I can make myself likable, or at least I can make almost any person respect me. But I do not believe really that we have to do something to earn respect. There was a rant on YouTube by Markiplier about respect. It's like the only Markiplier video I watched, because I don't really like watching people play games. I used to make videos where I played games, but right now I'm not in the state to play games. I think I had enough experiences in my life. I'm just really tired. I want to make art and just maybe have enough money to eat and to buy art supplies, but I have to go to how do you call it? It's like a store where they get food from other stores, which is almost dead, or like the surplus, or some nice people who have their own garden. They grow stuff and they sell it for really cheap, like 1 to 2 euros for like the whole package twice a week. So yeah, that's pretty much why I am able to get a tripod and go on YouTube, because the job center doesn't know where I spend my money on, and in Germany privacy is a really important thing. People care about privacy, which is pretty good, but there was a case, the doctors and their receptionists, they're very different people, because when they hire people to do reception work, doctors are usually not that great at management, and they get some miserable people who are really fed up with their life, and they hire them, and they basically make everyone's life worse by actually, like, I was asked in front of the reception desk what kind of a problem I have, and I started to literally just blast it, explaining how hard of a cystitis I have, how tired I am, and how I'm about to fucking die every day. It turns out it's not really socially acceptable to do in Germany. Aber ich bin ein Ausländer, which means I am a foreigner. And they were extremely fucking pissed off that I kind of didn't get the context, I guess. And people often say that Germany is a low context culture. I would say it's only low context in terms of verbal interaction. There's like a shit ton of non-verbal gestures that Germans do to each other to gain affection or other stuff. It really kind of feels a little bit dirty knowing all this stuff. But as I said earlier, the survival of neurotypicals depends on early threat detection. So, well, general German society is more accepting of me than Ukrainian, because some of autistic traits are actually German traits, and that's why autism is so fucking underdiagnosed in Germany, because they think that it's just normal human behavior. But yeah, autism is a culture of in itself. It's like almost a counterculture, and the artists, people who are like members of the underground secret society of the autistic cabal, which aims to take away everyone's children, because that's what autism does. Yeah. I just remember what Autism Speaks used to post. I don't know if it's relevant. Probably it's relevant because a lot of my subscribers are highly likely to be neurodivergent, because yeah, that's specifically my target audience. But I'd be lucky if I get some neurotypical subscribers too, which who are maybe compassionate enough to listen to experiences of practically an alien, because of how different we autistic people kind of interpret the world, because it's really, really different. We tend to focus on different details, and about autism as a culture, basically, it's just if autism was first described as like a set of behaviors which you cannot really be taught to do, which are acceptable in society. So it's basically a counterculture disorder. It's not a disorder actually, it's like a hardware setup, but let's say socially and economically, autism is more of a disaster than a disorder. Because I'm pretty much disabled socially. I don't understand you guys. Well, I understand some of you. I hope we can try to relate to each other. Even the neurotypicals in my audience, I would be glad to hear your experiences. Maybe there's not a lot of refugees on YouTube, but I guess I was privileged enough to actually start working on my channel again. I don't know, maybe someday I will become homeless because I forgot the key, because I forgot the keys, because they're already like, you know, Idiot Doom Spiral from Disco Elysium, the character who lost his keys from the apartment, and then he asked, like the day before, he ordered his employees to change the key locks from the office, and he had a key for the office, and the locks were already changed, and that's how, from being a high net worth individual, he kind of became a hobo. And you know, it's certainly a funny story, but the scariest thing is that it's a real one. People in Germany actually become homeless because they forgot the keys, and they think that if you don't have friends or don't have like anyone around you to help you, and you have a problem with that, like with finding keys, because with ADHD it's pretty much a hallmark of me. I forget the keys, I forget the stove. Yeah, I'm one of those people who can accidentally die if left for a month in an apartment. I don't have any caretakers, and I don't think I'll have them, but I would say I really need one, because there is a sort of caretaker which might be helpful to me. They do paperwork for you, but I don't know, I probably am not that privileged to get them, so let's leave it at that. Let it be a wet dream for me, I think. I'm really dry brushing here. I think it could make some nice textures, but yeah, I actually, it's a gouache, a set of gouache paints I bought. I have another kind of gouache, which is children's gouache, which I actually like more, because it's a huge bottle of paint, which you can throw at everything and everyone. They cost me like 30 euros for several 8 bottles of paint for 1 liter, and I would say these ones, they're good, but the black is really shit. I think it's because it's an organic pigment made from burned bones of an animal. That's why my black looks like this. So when I push it out of the tube, it's kind of like it separated the pigment from the binder. It really looks shitty. I need to add water to make it workable. But overall, I think I produced cool enough paintings. It requires like a few finishing touches, and let's just finish it and pretend that I'll call it a day. I want to finish this painting in one day. Actually, that happens with all of my paintings. If I don't finish them in a day, I probably won't finish them ever again. I'm preparing a world building project with one of my cool friends who yeah, he will be here. I will introduce you, because he really wants to participate in this small project, and I am really interested in it, because it kind of stimulates my neurons in a way I like them to be stimulated. So yeah, I really need to invite this guy to my world building project. He's just also really tired and a bit dysfunctional, but I think that's the case with all of my friends. I never was able to make friends that are not disabled. I think so. No, I have friends who are not disabled. Yeah, I have them. It's just like they're not that close of a friends to me, I guess, because we cannot really empathize much, and being like a seldom survivor of war, and at the same time having autism, like I belong to several different risk groups, and I think I was kind of supposed to die there, but for some reason I didn't, and I can share my unique perspective with the world. I can even build a community maybe. So yeah, thank you for listening. I will probably finish it a little bit more, and after that I am likely to post it to Kara, because one of my artist friends told me that there is a platform called Kara, which is basically kind of like an art station, but without AI. I don't know, I'm not sure if this platform will live, but live. I need to work a little more on my pronunciation, and these recordings might actually help me. So yeah, I think I forgot. Yeah, the Kara, yeah, it's a community platform. I am not paid by them. I don't even have subscribers there, but it's kinda like, I think artists wanted to create a safe space from AI. I'm clarifying that again. I don't know if the platform will survive, but I will post some exclusive artworks there, which I haven't posted on any other website. So there is a hook for you. You can bite it if you want. Actually, I strongly encourage you to bite it, because from now on I am likely to post more paintings on Kara than I do anywhere else. So there's might be an incentive for you. I will post longer written posts with really fancy wording. Yeah, subscribe to me on Kara, I guess. And it's already 1 hour and 12 minutes of me literally talking to the microphone. So I got pretty tired. My neurons are shutting down one by one. So let's call it a day. And thank you for watching or listening. I would like to say have a nice day, but it almost sounds like a sarcastic remark in our world today. So fly dangerous, I guess. It's actually from EVE Online. It's like fly safe, which is often, I think, said to pilots. But it's a more dangerous variation of flying safe. It's flying dangerous. So I really think that I need to increase the contrast between shadows and the lighter areas, and the problem is that I probably will need blue paint for this. So yeah, you'll probably, there's a like hard piece of blue paint, which is a pretty stupid thing to apply actually. I should have added some water to it. I will spray some water onto my palette, and we'll try to do something to make the shadows darker. I think I might use more black for my shadows, because if I only use a lot of blue, it's gonna be really oversaturated, but since I always make my paintings a bit oversaturated, I don't know if it matters. Let's just experiment a bit, and I will call it a day.